Hi students, in the previous video we have studied the complex number system. C is a field and it is not a ordered set. So in this video we are going to discuss square root of any complex number. Let alpha plus I beta be any complex number. Square root of alpha plus I beta is nothing but x plus iy. Such that x plus I whole square is equal to alpha plus I beta. Now we are looking for x plus iy. So we expand the equation 1. X plus iy whole square expansion is x square minus y square plus I into 2xy is equal to alpha plus I beta. Equating the real and imaginary part. The real part is x square minus y square in LHS. In RHS we have alpha. Imaginary part in LHS, that is 2xy. In RHS we have beta. So equation 3 and 4 are the real and imaginary part of equation 2. Now using 3 and 4, we have x plus y, x square plus y square whole square can be written as x square minus y square whole square plus 4x square y square. So this can be written as 2xy whole square. X square minus y square nothing but that is alpha square, that is equation 3 here, and 2xy nothing but beta, that can be written as beta square. So alpha square plus beta square. So this implies x square plus y square is equal to square root of alpha square plus beta square. If this is x square plus y square is positive, therefore here we have only plus of square root of alpha square plus beta square. So there is no negative terms here. So we note that alpha square plus beta square is positive, therefore square root of alpha square plus beta square exists. Now to find x and y, solve equations 3 and 5. So adding 3 and 5, this implies 2x square is equal to alpha plus square root of alpha square plus beta square. So 2 comes to the denominator of RHS, that is can be written as x square is equal to alpha plus square root of alpha square plus beta square by 2. Similarly, 3 minus 5 implies 2y square is equal to minus alpha plus alpha square plus beta square. So 2 comes to the RHS of denominator. So that can be written as y square is equal to minus alpha plus square root of alpha square plus beta square by 2. Here equations 6 and 7 are the positive terms with respect to any sign of alpha here. Now we have from equation 6 and 7 can be written as x is equal to, equation 6 can be written as x equal to plus or minus square root of alpha plus alpha square plus beta square by 2, and y is equal to plus or minus square root of minus alpha plus alpha square plus beta square by 2. We note that we cannot combine these the values of arbitrarily to get x plus iy. X is the equation 8 and y is equation 9 here. So since equation 4 is not a consequence of equations 8 and 9, so it needs to select x and y such that equation 4 should be satisfied. What is equation 4 here? Equation 4 is equal to 2xy is equal to beta. We consider the following cases. When alpha beta is not equal to 0, first case. Second case, when beta is equal to 0, second case. So let us take first case. When beta is not equal to 0, we select x and y using 8 and 9, equation 8 and 9, such that 2xy is equal to beta. So sin of beta is nothing but sin of product of x and y, that is sin of xy is equal to sin of beta. Since both x and y have two opposite values, sin of xy can be written as sin of x into sin of y is equal to sin of beta. Sin of y can be written as sin of beta into sin of x. So thus we have square root of alpha plus I beta is equal to x plus iy. So where x is equal to equation number 8, that is plus or minus square root of alpha plus alpha square root of alpha square plus beta square by 2 plus I sin beta, sin of beta into this is y. So y is equal to square root of minus alpha plus square root of alpha square plus beta square by 2, provided beta is not equal to 0, because first case you have taken beta is not equal to 0. Let us move to second case. When beta is equal to 0, when beta is equal to 0, we select x and y such that 2xy is equal to 0, because beta have taken 0. 2xy is 0, this implies xy is equal to 0. So this implies either x is 0 or y is 0. Let us case first case again. If y is equal to 0, if y is 0, so this becomes 0 in fact. If y is 0, this becomes 0. So, and we have beta is also 0. So what is remaining here? Alpha is equal to modulus of alpha. So this implies if and only if alpha is greater than or equal to 0. Using 8 we have square root of alpha plus I beta is equal to x plus iy plus or minus here. So this y will be 0 here. So beta also 0. Alpha plus square root of alpha square, that is that can be 2 alpha. 2 alpha by 2 get cancelled, square root of alpha. This is when alpha is greater than or equal to 0 and beta is 0. Second case, if x is equal to 0, minus alpha is equal to plus modulus of alpha if and only if alpha is negative. Using 9, equation 9 can be written as square root of alpha plus I beta is equal to x plus iy. Here x is 0, I times of y. Y is equal to this in fact. This is x is equal to 0 here. So y is nothing but square root of minus alpha plus square root of alpha square by 2. So this is equal to plus or minus I into square root of minus alpha. This is alpha is negative here. Now since sin of beta thing but can be defined as beta by modulus of beta for beta is not equal to 0. So combining the above results, then we have square root of alpha plus I beta is equal to plus or minus square root of alpha plus alpha square plus beta square by 2 plus I into beta by modulus of beta square root of minus alpha plus square root of alpha square plus beta square by 2. Beta is not equal to 0. Second case, when beta is equal to 0 and alpha is positive, that is square root of alpha. When beta is equal to 0 and alpha is negative, so that is equal to plus or minus I square root of minus alpha. Let us stop. Now let us consider one problem. Find square root of I, square root of a complex number I. So you know the formula, square root of alpha plus I beta, that is equal to plus or minus square root of alpha plus square root of alpha square plus beta square by 2 plus I times of beta by modulus of beta square root of minus alpha plus square root of alpha square plus beta square by 2. So this is the formula to find the square root of alpha plus I beta. So here alpha is equal to 0 and beta is equal to 1. You know beta by modulus of beta, that is equal to plus 1 here. So therefore square root of I is equal to, that can be written as plus or minus square root of alpha is 0 plus square root of 0 plus 1 by 2 plus I times of beta by modulus of beta is plus 1 square root of 0 plus square root of 0 plus 1 by 2. So this is equal to plus or minus square root of 1 by 2 plus I into square root of 1 by 2. So this can be written as plus or minus square root of 1 by 2, take it outside, 1 plus I. So this is the square root of plus I. Similarly, one can try yourself. Find the square root of minus I, square root of 1 plus I, square root of 1 minus I root 3 by 2 and fourth root of minus 1. So this can be written as fourth root of I can write. So this can be written as, so square root of I whole to the power of 1 by 2. So just find out square root of I, then later you go for square root of so that given complex number. So let us stop down.